Ho, 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 ho. Merry Christmas. Welcome to our 8 nights of street fights. Each day leading to Christmas, Brad and I will revisit every WWE Miracle on 34th Street fight. Brad, we made it. The overlay looks great. For our viewers, if you are not familiar with what I'm talking about, check us out on YouTube on the 19 Media Groups page. Brad, I'm so excited to be here with you. How are you, my friend, and how stoked are you to talk about the 2011 match pitting Randy Orton against David Otunga?
I'm doing so well. Thank you, Tyler. As always, it's great to see you. I think this has been the product of something that we've been thinking about all year. We're like, what are we going to do for Christmas this year? What is it we're going to talk about? And when we realized the Miracle on 34th Street fights have been happening for a while, what better way than to break them down to celebrate the holiday season and bring around the Christmas stuff. So I'm pumped. Let's get into it. Randy versus Otunga.
Yeah,
what did you think of this?
Oh, I had some notes here. So
Okay.
This was, again, 2011. So we're talking a solid 10 plus years ago. I haven't thought about David Otunga in so long. Jennifer Hudson's former boo. I'm just going to run through my notes here, Brad. I'm going to give you some of my thoughts aside from the notes. And then I want to hear what you think. So in order, I put Tony Chimmel, Josh Matthews, Michael Cole. Matthews dressed as an elf. That was a choice.
Yeah.
It didn't really do anything for me, but
No.
he looked very spirited.
Haunting.
Orton has been over for 2 decades, Brad. This match felt just like something we would see Orton do from earlier this year, especially with his work next to Matt Riddle, RK Bro. Randy Orton's been over, I don't know, since the day that man was born. It's crazy. Wade Barrett interference in this match, so I did appreciate the acknowledgement of Otunga's role in Nexus. What untapped potential in that group. They took out John Cena. It seemed like, okay, these are the guys that are going to bring us into the future of WWE. Didn't quite work out that way, but we saw a young Wade Barrett. And then finally, I love Randy Orton's draping DDT. We saw it in this match, but in a different way. He DDT'd Otunga from the inside of the ring to the outside, which I thought looked super cool. And of course, we got a massive RKO. I think this hit a lot of notes, Brad. I don't know if this is my favorite one when we end up ranking all of our matches by the time we're finished with our full project here. But I really enjoyed this match. It was entertaining, and we got an RKO. So I think everyone went home happy. What did you think?
I second everything you said. I loved it. It was the DDT from the ring apron to the floor, and Randy sold it. This is a notable match. I have some notes here. The wreath spot popped me with Randy hitting Otunga with the wreath and then yelling ho ho ho. The first of a ridiculous amount of candy Singapore canes throughout these Miracle on 34th Street fight matches. So
talk about it.
For those of you that are listening and watching, I do not recommend watching all of these matches in order, or it's going to be a little bit like watching the same match. You're going to say they keep reusing the same things. They do, but you have to remember there was a year between them. So there's that buffer. You will not have that buffer if you go out of your way to watch these matches. There's only so many times where you can go, oh, a bowling ball. This was a kendo stick wrapped in white and red wrapping paper to make it a candy cane. And it was the first one that we got to see. The other thing is the shot with the box on the ramp where Randy threw a box and knocked Otunga down. And then it went to Randy turning around and just laughing and swearing, but laughter. Apparently, Tyler, that had been edited. What really happened before that is Randy threw a punch and accidentally connected. And when Otunga went down, Randy turned around and was just laughing because he knew his mistake. So the edit in that spot isn't him laughing because the box hit him. It's because he punched Otunga in the face by accident. So that's, they left in the reaction, but they edited out the accidental punch, apparently. I went down a rabbit hole.
Yeah,
I went.
you went to Reddit.
Yeah.
You used your sources.
Yes, I did. Which I don't believe it referenced that in that page, but I did find it in other places. I think that might have been the only 34th Street fight that was actually available in full on YouTube. Everything else was Peacock and WWE Network City. I loved this. It did end with an epic RKO. I thought this was a really good, fun, not too long match.
Yeah, this was a blast. I really enjoyed this. Part of me wanted, or I guess yearned, for David Otunga to get in more offense because he looked great.
Yeah,
I forgot just how much of a kind of a Vince archetype David Otunga. You know, we kind of checked so many boxes, I think, for what a massive WWE superstar looked like, especially back in 2011. So part of me was like, oh man, he can't get in like a scoop slam or a power slam or a suplex, or this is just going to be Orton beating up Otunga for 8 minutes. Okay, I just need to enjoy it. And once I kind of got out of that state of mind and remembered how Otunga was positioned, I think my enjoyment went up. Like I said, the Barrett interference was really cool and put that sort of tinge of doubt, I think, in the fans' minds of, oh, well, maybe Barrett's going to screw Orton and Otunga picks up the victory. Of course, Orton kicked out and then he ended up getting the win. So this was really fun and definitely on the upper echelon of the Miracle on 34th Street matches, in my opinion.
Yeah, I really enjoyed it. I thought everything was top notch. Like you said, Otunga took a beating for the bulk of this. It wasn't until the Barrett interference where Otunga really got any offense in at all. And at that point, he was already laying dead in the mat. And he got a few things in, and then Randy immediately countered it. And Randy got in a pretty fast, really nice power slam before absolutely getting airborne on that RKO. He was fully horizontal about 4 feet off the ground when he took Otunga down to the mat. It was amazing.
Yeah, it was a great one. I had fun with this.
Well, thank you for listening, or thank you for watching, depending on how you're absorbing us today. We are on night 1 of our 8 nights of street fights, our Miracle on 34th Street Fight matches. Instead of plugging ourselves and plugging our socials and plugging 19 Media Group, we would like you to donate to a charity this episode. I was going to say this week. I'm so used to it. Tonight, I would like you to check out Wonder and Wander. It's wonderwanderkids.org. It is a great upstart organization run by 19 Media's very own Jessica Winchester, my wife. Or donate to any charity that you think is deserving. And once again, thank you for joining us. Merry Christmas, and hopefully you'll check us out on our next episode.